Hello everyone. It's been a little while since I have done a video. I have Frenzy here who is still frenzy and climbing up my back off. She does this when the camera goes on and she knows I'm not going to discipline her. She literally was laying right there for 10 minutes until I started talking. Frenzy is still here. She's 18 months old, and we have Deuce, who is 3.5 years old. And we have a little one here who's staying with us for a little bit, named Smolder, and she's here to have fun with us and learn lots of new things before she goes to her forever home. So I want to share a little bit about, okay, I'm gonna get rid of the big guys. All right, this is a little bit better, a little less chaos and crowd. This is Smolder, so she is 3 months old, well, 3 months and like a week, and she is full of energy and super fun, and we've been having a blast with her. I wanted to go through what you can expect from a puppy who is about 3 months old. We'll start with 2 months, and then we'll go to 3 months. So the biggest thing, a lot of people have lots of questions in the beginning when they first get their puppy. First I'll say is please talk to your breeder. Your breeder should be your biggest resource, your biggest support, and they know your dog's pedigree, they know your puppy's parents, they know what you should be able to expect health-wise. They also know what your puppy's litter mates are going through at the time. So they have the best innate knowledge of your puppy and what you should be expecting. And quite frankly, you're paying a lot of money for this puppy. They should be there for support for you. That's part of what you're paying for, is a breeder for the life of your puppy. So with a two-month-old puppy, 8 weeks, when you first get them home, you're gonna get a puppy who doesn't know much. Some breeders will teach puppies some things, but your puppy probably won't know how to sit or stand or down. You're gonna have, they lead the world, they find the world with their teeth, as do a 3-month-old. So lots of teething, lots of sharp pointy teeth, so just be prepared for that and know that it's gonna happen. I have a video on puppies biting too much. Please watch that. Have lots of things for them to chew on. Bully sticks, raw meaty bones that are defrosted, other chew toys. There's plenty of chew toys on the market. They love them all, and please have them out. If they're chewing things they shouldn't be, that's on you for making sure they're not set up in a successful area where they have the good things to chew on and they're supervised, right? Yes. She's wagging her tail. You can't see.
Oh, you can wag your tail.
So at 2 months old, they're feeling everything with their teeth. They don't have much bite inhibition. It's up to you to teach that to them. Also playing with older dogs that are appropriate, that are good with puppies, are also very good for them. Potty training. You're starting with a clean slate. You have to be committed 100% to having your puppy go out the same door, have the same route to how they go outside, and you're on a timers. I don't use a timer because my puppy doesn't pee on a timer. She pees when she's done playing with a certain toy, or she pees after she wakes up from a nap. She pees 10 minutes or so after she's eaten. She pees when she starts walking away from what we're doing. So I'm aware of my puppy. She's in a small area that I can watch her. She can be successful. She can see the door she needs to get outside. So she starts learning that behavior. 2-month-old puppy, if you have a great breeder, they've put them in a crate, so they've been in a crate before. That's great for you. If not, if you're going to crate train your puppy, I strongly suggest you doing it night 1. Commit to it. Know they're going to whine, they're going to bark, they're going to be struggling with it, but you've got to do it. If you put them in and then you take them out later, now they know what they need to do to be let out of the crate. So it's just a little bit of practice in the beginning. Know that I make sure that they're in a soft bottom of the crate, so it's not loud and plastic scary, that type of thing. It's well ventilated. They might have a fan on them. It's in the room I'm sleeping in, so I put them to bed. When I go to bed, I can hear them. I wake up when they're rustling at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. and I take them out and we come back and go back to bed. We don't play. I might give them a chew to help them settle in their crate. And I let them wake me up and we go out, and within a few days, it's usually down to 2, maybe 1 time a night that we're getting up and going out. And it's amazing when it happens. All of a sudden you found you didn't wake up the night before and they didn't have an accident and you're good to go. The biggest challenge I see that some people have is their puppy isn't getting it. They might have a UTI. It's always good to take in a urine sample to your vet to make sure you're not battling something you don't have control over training wise. And sometimes boys are a little bit more challenging than girls, and you have to kind of make sure they have peed a couple times and have ample opportunity. They don't poop right away, so you kind of have to walk them around and get the bowels moving. You just have to stick with it. I have my coat and my hat by the door, my boots I throw on, and we're out the door quickly, and then we come back in. And I always make sure that treats are in my dog's crate. She loves the crate. She goes running to the crate because she has to go find all the buried treasure in there. So every single time she goes in the crate, there's treats, more than one for her to do. And now I don't put any in, and she's like super excited, but I'll put them in every once in a while so it's reinforced. Food's always a big thing. Definitely my best advice with a puppy at 8 weeks old, bring home the food your breeder was feeding them. Buy a bag, like a 10 to 20 pound bag. It is the only thing you can control in your puppy's life at that moment that doesn't have to change. Every single else thing in their world changes when you bring them home. So help them out. Get the food that your breeder's feeding them. Your breeder should give you a bag of the food. That's a reputable breeder will always want their puppies to be successful when they go home, and keep them on that food for a month. Puppies should be on a probiotic, maybe even a prebiotic. Don't go giving your puppy a ton of treats that are very different. Don't give them a bunch of different foods that are different. Ingestible treats or chews might cause diarrhea as well. Just remember, their entire body is going through stress of moving and everything new. So be kind to them. Be very aware that anything new you give them could upset their GI system. I start with about 3/4 of a cup 3 times a day on an 8-week-old puppy and go from there. I do not free feed. I do not suggest ever free feed. I see some very obese dogs that free feed, and I also train my dogs. I want them food motivated, so I want them to be able to get their food from me and be excited about that. So I start with 3/4 cup 3 times a day, and then we up to that's at 2 months. At 3 months, where are we at, Smolder? She's at probably 1.25 cups 3 times a day, and I think she is 12 weeks old. She's starting to grow up. She's getting legs, and I see her getting a little more of a waist. I'll probably up her food a little bit more. And I switched her food to adult food at 3 months. I sometimes do it at 4 months. The adult formula I find is the same as large breed puppy formula. Just making sure that she's growing slow is the biggest important thing for me when I'm feeding a puppy. She's on a couple different kibbles I mix together, so she's got a couple different proteins. She's always had solid poop. She's a very well-adjusted, happy puppy. I don't stress her out, and I do use bone broth in her food. She likes the chicken bone broth. All right, so training. Start training at 8 weeks old. The second you get your puppy home, I do the puppy push-ups. I have a video for that that's specific to just how you work the puppy push-ups. I do use string cheese. So she knows spin. She doesn't know it. She's learning it on the lure. We do sit. So when I first teach it, I just use the food I go sit, and I push her back on her bum, and she does the sit. Let's do that again. So when she doesn't know it, I sit. Good girl. And then when she does know it at three months old, I take her out of a sit, but sit. Yes. And I reward her for it. I don't take food out of training for really anything. But when she knows how to sit, I can do sit and then do something else and reward it because she knows it. Now, I also do down with a lure. I use the food, and when her elbows hit the ground, I give her the piece of food. Good girl. Good down. So we are working right now. That's at 2 months. At 3 months, we're working on her staying down. So I don't have food in my hand. Smolder. Down. Good down. So I'm going to keep my hand a little bit low, but I'm raising it so she stays down. Good down. Down. She pops back up. Good down. So at two months, I'm feeding her on the floor between her legs. At 3 months, I'm starting to bring my hand up here and expecting her to keep herself down. Down. Uh-oh. Down. Uh-oh. And I just keep pointing down. Uh-uh. Good down. Good girl. Got the food out. I don't say no. Good job. Good down. So she stayed down a little extra long. Good girl. No, there's no, because she doesn't know that she's not doing it. I'm rewarding her for doing it, not being negative if she doesn't do it. So we're having fun with that. She is learning stand. Good stand. So just sit down, stand, and a little bit of spinning. Good stand. So she's having lots of fun with it. We're learning. It's very positive. And I could teach her lots of other tricks too. You've seen my trick videos. So we're starting to work on that. The other thing I'm seeing are behaviors. At 3 months old, 3.5 months old, her world's starting to broaden. So she's starting to try and jump on the couch following the big dog. She's trying to, she's pawing at the doors. She's barking because, Frenzy barks. And so she's learning that from her big friend. So it's starting to put boundaries on her because I know she's super cute. Look how cute she is. She's super duper cute. Super cute, Smolder. Yes, you're super cute. Super cute, but she's going to become Frenzy's age, and you saw what Frenzy did, and I did not allow Frenzy to jump up on me, but that's kind of Frenzy. We're working through that, but I don't want her doing that, and so I don't allow her to jump on me. When she jumps on me, I push her down. No, you stay off. Stay off. I don't use the word down, it's off. It's a different command than to lay down. I don't allow her to do those things. I don't allow her to bark in the crate. I don't allow her to chew on things that aren't hers. You're setting her up to be an adult. She's going to be a 100-pound dog or more. I can't have her doing these things that are cute now, like biting my pants. I remove my fabric from her mouth and I say, no, we don't do that. Okay? And then I give her something else to do. Digging, I have some X-Pen fencing grate over some places she was starting to dig. Digging's on me. It means I wasn't out here watching her. So I put the fencing grate over the top of it. I'll put poop in holes, and I need to make sure she's being successful and being supervised. Now my favorite one is socialization. You do need to talk to your vet, talk to your breeder on what they suggest. I personally feel a puppy should be out and about in a safe environment starting at 8 weeks. I bring them to my family's house where I know their dogs are vaccinated and haven't been to dog parks, been to weird places with strange dogs. I'll take them to Home Depot where there's not a lot of dog traffic. They don't ever meet a new dog that I don't know, a strange dog, but they meet my friends' dogs, other puppies from the litters she'll play with, other friends' puppies, because they need to develop that social behavior young, even though they haven't had all their vaccines. She had her second booster at 12 weeks, so I can start taking her out to other places. I don't go to public parks, never to dog parks in their entire life. I don't do dog parks at all. Too dangerous. But come here, Smolder. We work on getting out to places so she sees the world. She goes to friends' places. She got to play with her half-brother Cutter. She plays with my dog. She played with a puppy named Blitz that's her same age. So she's getting all these good experiences. And she's starting to go through a fear period, so I'll be getting her out to meet people. So every person we meet, we'll give her a piece of food because they are going to be cool, and we're going to like all people, and we're going to get used to all sorts of sizes, looks, demeanor, smells of people. And so that way she can hopefully have a well-rounded basic foundation as a puppy. I go to classes with my puppies. I start them as early as possible with a class of vaccinated puppies in a place that I know require that of their puppies. So she knows that she can sit for food. She has a little hop, and I'm trying to put a word to that hop. Hop. Yes, good girl. You see her little hop when she rises up? Hop. Hop. Yes, good girl. So I'm trying to give her a command for that hop so she can do that on command. Anyway, that's my kind of 101 for a 2-month, 3-month-old puppy of what you can expect. You know, a lot of folks struggle with the diarrhea, and I have a video on many causes and many remedies for diarrhea. The biggest thing I can say is to not stress your puppy out with too many new things. Change the protein to something they haven't had before, but don't change their food a lot. If you're going to do it very slowly, and you know, feel free to reference my other video on poop. And you know, I'm happy to answer any questions, but also coccidia is a thing, and so is giardia. If the dog is out and about in the woods, they can easily eat animal food and get giardia with that. So happy to answer any questions on this. I hope that gives you a good overview of a young puppy and what to expect, and keeping their brain engaged and happy and healthy. Hold her. Bye. Bye, everyone. Oh, she's getting too big to pick up. Say, bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Her tail's going a million miles per hour. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. Enjoy your puppies and happy burners. Please subscribe to our channel.